This is a gray plaid impermeable brand golf cap made by the Weatherproof company that I purchased yesterday at Nordstrom's Rack because today's guest intimidated me enough to buy a brand new wardrobe. I'm Adam Contras, and this is Hats and Minigolf. Today my guest is Joel Murray, and his hat is as legendary as his family name. Best known for his role as Freddie Rumsen on Mad Men, Joel has come a long way from One Crazy Summer. Of course, he's also one of the Murray brothers, who live for the sport of golf like few siblings ever get the opportunity to. From playing the Irish Open with Bill to their own charity events. To say the very least, I am honored to have him on the show.
Ah, yeah, the Wheel of Fish.
That is the Wheel of Fish.
That's nice. That's nice. I'm not familiar with the Wheel of Fish.
UHF. Weird Al Yankovic movie. Instead of Wheel of Fortune, it was Wheel of Fish. And it was real fish, and I was a big fan. And this is so you can add strokes to my score and have a chance of beating me.
Well, you know, when I putt against somebody who's wearing a glove to putt, I don't feel they need to give me any strokes. You know, I think
you were intimidating, so I've got a bit of a uniform here.
All right. Well, I think we go straight up. Let's see what we might have gotten. How's that?
Okay. Well, you mean you don't want to use it
at
all?
I'll take no strokes from you. The Wheel of Fish would have given me. Oh.
It would have given you 7.
Would have given me 7 strokes.
You're really gonna go that one?
No, I think I'm pretty sure on the guy with a glove on putting.
It's looking good.
That's very close. It's very close. Like that.
For fuck's sake.
All right. That's one.
So this is the let's get this out of the way question. However, it's going to be a little different than you think, because you are now actually best known for being Freddie Rumsen on Mad Men. You've switched it a little bit.
It often depends on what I'm wearing or how long my hair is.
Right.
I think One Crazy Summer is still winning as far as getting recognized on the street. But yeah, Freddie Rumsen, a lot.
If we weren't playing golf, I wouldn't have to mention your family. I wouldn't have to mention, I mean, you've actually carved out a niche for yourself where you stand alone now. Your work actually is... My
brothers kind of led the way in some aspects, but I started acting when I was in 3rd grade. And I went at a very young age and saw Brian at the Second City and then Billy at the Second City, the likes of Belushi and John Candy.
You literally followed in their footsteps.
Well, you're the youngest of 9 kids, which I am. You were always following in somebody's footsteps. And every classroom I went into, they went, "Oh God, really?" And you know that was coming out of a nun. You know, I was always somebody's brother. It's better, I guess, to be Bill Murray's brother than another brother that might owe them money or something.
It never occurred to me, man. Like, it never occurred to me what your name was. And I saw one of your pictures. I saw, hey, he got to meet Bill Murray.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And then I'm like, God, he's in a lot of fucking pictures with Bill Murray. And then I made the connection, and then I'm freaking out. But I really, 100% for Mad Men. I did know you a bit on Dharma and Greg, but it didn't register because you looked so different, you know. But
I was on Dharma and Greg like 4 years, and all of a sudden Chuck Lorre comes over to me and goes, "Wait, you're Bill Murray's brother?" But
oh shit, that beats my Facebook story.
It was kind of cool to hear that. Well, yeah, I got hired. I've been on the show for 4 years. He didn't even know I was his brother. So sometimes.
Congratulations! Like really, that's a hell of
just lucky.
It's a hell of a thing to have to overcome. Shit.
Beans.
God damn it! Come on.
That's not fair. Membership has its privileges. Wrong side of the hole. Ooh, that's tough up top, I bet.
I'll give you a little bit of a tip.
I got a 9.
Well, obviously you don't go straight because it'll pull it that way. You kind of want to get a little more in the middle because it's going to pull it straight down.
Always indicate with that finger. All right.
Okay, not bad. You stay at 1 under. I'm sure you've been asked this a few times, but as a fan of Mad Men, I have to ask you: did you see the exit coming, where you piss yourself and get fired? Like, was there any inkling that
I've had that happen on a few shows where Yeah, I was on Shameless, where all of a sudden they kept saying, "Oh, you got a big script coming, big script coming. It's going to be a great week coming," and then all of a sudden your script doesn't get delivered to the house, and you go to work. Hey, my script didn't get delivered last night. They go,
So that's
yeah,
how you know.
yeah, you got to get yours from John Wells this week, and so you got to go into the boss and, well, hi, Joel, yeah. Mad Men, you had to go read the script before the table read. So I went to sign out a script like I usually did, and they said, yeah, you got to go talk to Matt. And so you go in and they say, you know, love you, great job. You know, it's a long life. We'll work again someday. But
It's a great episode, though. That's the other thing.
it was. That was the
amazing
beauty
episode.
of it. The 6-month leave was such a good time. It was such a good episode. And hanging out with John Hamm and John Slattery late into the night. And we got to the point where we were really drinking in that one.
Right.
So by the time I said goodbye, Don, in the taxi, I had quite a few. And the taxi driver was hysterical. He was just a guy who rented out his cab and was driving it. And every time we do a take, he was just, I gotta say, this is just so much fun. That scene was great. This is so, yeah. I'm like, I don't know if you're supposed to really talk to me about it between takes, but yeah, no, thank you. But
then you got the reprieve.
I came back.
You got a huge reprieve, not a little reprieve. We're talking like.
Yeah. I came back with the Ponds account, and I've had 2 great episodes at the beginning of season 4, and then
Right.
didn't see me till the last episode of the season, and then this season again I came back and tell Don to do the work and whatnot. Yeah.
And nobody done that. Nobody had done that in that.
No,
That's very cool.
nobody told Draper what to do. Uh-oh.
Oh, look at that.
Uh-oh.
Look at that. Oh, that's so pretty.
So you live here, huh?
Well played, sir.
That's nice. Very nice. Oh, okay, I'm just rushing you. Oh, and it almost worked. Well,
you could still do this.
I missed
You
the
could
wood.
Still do this.
A little English on that.
The whole golf thing. Your whole family seems to be into it.
Yeah, we all grew up caddying, and we all play all the time. Nobody gives anybody any strokes because we're all from the same gene pool. And we have the Murray Brothers Caddy Shack restaurant down in Florida, and we all get down there every year and have kind of our Thanksgiving. in a way.
And you got to play in that hat. The Irish Oak.
We were the 2 amateurs with Graham McDowell and his brother Gary. It was, I mean, Graham McDowell is the coolest.
That's so cool.
So yeah, my last golf lesson was from Graham McDowell. So that's I'm sticking with that one. I've been playing really well.
And that led to you playing golf comp. Come on.
Yeah, now
That's
here
what I mean.
look what
Without
it's led to.
without
Exactly.
that. Oh, that looks good.
that's gonna
that
be
looked
good.
good. Oh, it turned at the last second.
Oh,
Fuck.
that's tragic. Get over there,
Oh,
and
you
then go in the
son
hole.
of a bitch.
Go in the hole. Da-da-da.
Damn it. He did this for center. Bump, bump, bump. Bump, bump, bump.
Sticking with the glove?
No, you made fun of me. I was all trying to intimidate you, and it seems I did the opposite.
No, I think it's working.
Is it? Is it working? I'm only at 1 under here.
I thought the Chicago police hat would be intimidating. It generally is.
Considering where you wore it,
Yeah.
it's a little intimidating. Get.
Right through Grandma's teeth. Oh,
Shit, it turned.
a
All right, I'll
deuce.
take that. 2
Want
under.
to take the deuce? Start with the 1. Start with the 1. Oh, getting to the wrong side of the
Oh,
tracks
look
there.
at that. Now you got yourself a choice, sir.
Well, I got 2 more chances to get better than that.
You do. But you also have 2 more chances to get worse than that.
I understand how that works. Ooh, that's rough. It's getting better.
Think you're good. Think you're good. Oh, man.
Drifting again to the wrong
It
side of
seems
the
like
tracks.
it just keeps drifting. Oh, shit. Well, now you have no
5.
choice.
Oh, no. Come on, get over. Get over. Get over. There you go. There you go. Yahtzee. A 4.
Yeah! It hit the wood and
It hit-
turned. Yes.
Wow. Da. Nice.
That would have been nice.
Yeah, that's
Would have
pretty
been
good.
nice to nail that. All right. Here we go. Here we go.
Nice.
3 under.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that shot.
I'm gonna go with this one.
That was well played, sir. That was well played. This will keep you at 3 under.
Yeah, just enough. Shirley. This will be magical.
It will be. Don't call me Shirley. Boom!
Oh, that's cheating. You went right over the hole and in the hole.
Single freaking Hats and Mini Golf episode, I have eagled that hole 4 times in a row.
Wow.
Ooh!
Oh, come on! And the car didn't even move for me.
Oh, you got robbed.
Stay in. Now the car goes. Sure.
All right, that's a par. All right, 2 strokes, not bad considering I got an eagle.
Is there any, particular reason why you built a 9-hole putt-putt golf in your backyard?
Initially, it was just to cover the ground in a creative way. But the reason I made it this nuts, I have a daughter. I was about to have a kid. And in my mind, I was thinking, putting has no gender bias, has no age bias over a certain age. A 5-year-old girl could come here and honestly beat everybody's ass,
right?
And that's why I did all these little events and so forth, because she's going to grow up, and now my son is going to grow up seeing all that,
right?
And eventually, they're going to come and they're going to beat someone 30, 40 years old, and I think that's such a great. That was what I thought was cool, because again, there's no bias towards it.
A good girl can be just as good as anybody else in regular golf too.
The distances, there is an issue with distance.
Yeah.
But on the top people. But yeah, no, I think that's what I like about golf. And I was never a golfer. I didn't even like golf. Like, this was just wouldn't it be funny if? And in contrast fashion, I went a little overboard on it. But, of all the things you can have in your backyard, this is kind of fun.
Right. Right. Well, I'm a little jealous.
You have. Hey, for a price, I can help you out. I can knock this out. You have 4 kids?
I have 4 kids.
They're all pretty grown up now, or?
25, 24, 16, and 14.
Do you have a favorite age?
Well, I know the worst is when they're sophomores in high school and they know everything. So sometime before then, so somewhere around the 5th grade, when you're still the foremost authority on everything.
Right.
That's kind of the best. There's no diaper changing or anything like that. But then there's, magical stuff. As soon as you stop changing diapers, it gets really magical.
That's the magical moment. Yeah. I was just saying that. I was saying, I'll be really happy when we don't have to do this anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I had 2, and then 7.5 years later, I had 2 more. So there was about 1.5 years there where there's nobody in diapers, or more than that. But
now, was that oops? Was that a?
They're all oops, man. You kidding me?
Who would ever plan to do such a thing?
I'm easily tricked into the process, but I didn't plan any of them.
Easily tricked into the process.
Carlsberg.
Nothing but Carlsberg.
All right.
You just set me up for a lounge singer reference.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, shit. That's way too far. For fuck's sake.
Oh.
God damn it.
He got all of that one.
I'm gonna go really close.
Oh, he's gonna lay up.
Yep, I'm gonna lay up. At least I'm tied with you, Jesus.
And that just slid in the side. That's
you
pretty good.
Little.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Jeez. God damn it.
Well,
it comes down to the 9th.
It always comes down to the 9th.
It comes down to the 9th.
Being the 9th child.
As you were talking in my backswing, I remembered you had mentioned that you and Bill were going to do a talk show where you played golf with the guests.
We've talked about it.
Right.
But it turns out Billy's busy and doesn't need the money. But I am still available. But I think it'd be a great thing to do a talk show where you know.
There's a rhythm of golf.
Yeah.
That just lends itself.
And there's plenty of time to talk.
Yeah.
And but yeah, if you get somebody out on the course and you say it's George Clooney or something like that, you can all of a sudden, right when he's about to, putt the big putt kind of thing. Now, your first wife, nobody talks about her. Why is that? Just bring out the real, the pressing questions.
Yeah, but you all have those, though. I mean, you don't want to put that softball up. We're going to be bringing up Garfield. We're going to be bringing up a lot of shit.
Don't tee up that ball too high. Right.
Well, I think you had something until Hats and Mini Golf, and now I'm sorry.
Well, yeah. Apparently, you have all the copyrights on hats and Mini Golf.
Yes, I do. Good luck with that.
So that frees up guys without hats on real golf courses.
touche. Touche.
Right. Wow, you should put a glove on that.
Yeah.
You're free.
You gotta be kidding me.
Wow. Who would have thought they'd block the kick? Wow.
What was that?
A for sure field
It
goal
actually
to win
hit.
and they blocked the
It
kick.
hit this and went backwards.
Yeah, that's unprecedented.
This is just to get within one.
Okay, nice putt though.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Not exactly the jugular, but I made it interesting. I think it went in. I can't see it.
I'm impressed. You beat me without the wheel of fish, sir.
Well, you know what they do.
That's a good game. Good game.
I'm one of those guys that always takes off the hat on the 18th, 9th, whatever it is.
So you know what that means, sir.
Well,
You have won a ride
in the DeLorean?
in the DeLorean time machine.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a good prize.
Does it go?
You know what would make me nuts about that many kids is the constant waiting for milestones. Because you're always waiting, at least when we get out of diapers. Then we can, well, that just keeps resetting. You just keep resetting.
Right.
All the time.
Once they all get out of prison.
Right.
My dad died young too and left mom with 9 kids. So anytime I'm having a bad day, I think about how she, got out of bed every day, went to work and whatnot. I'm having a pretty good day.
Yeah.
I'm driving around in a time machine. Southern California, it's 80 degrees at 6:30 at night, Life ain't bad. I got to come out to LA with a job and I wasn't, a guy with a suitcase and a dream and $300 in my pocket. I came out.
This is probably where it helped that you had a brother who could at least give you some advice, who'd actually been, did he give you advice? Like, nothing?
Not really. He's never been so good at that or timely with advice. I mean, when I was getting ready to do Bobcat's movie, God Bless America, I called him thinking that he would have some advice about, the stamina you might need to be the lead in the movie for a 28-day shoot, whatever, 21-day shoot it was. And so I called him, and he called me back like 25 days later, right after we had wrapped. I said, "Oh, sorry. I would have been helpful with that. No, I could have told you some things, but I haven't gotten a lot of advice." And we're that way in golf too, where all of a sudden you make a breakthrough in your golf game, and you say, I notice now when I swing, I push the ball out to where the second baseman plays instead of trying to hit the ball to second base. My brothers Bill and Brian would be like, yeah, you've always had that problem. And you never mention it? No.
Yeah,
it's something you got to find out on your own. $1 million in lessons he's had, but anyway.
So the golf show idea, a version of it got picked up.
My brother Johnny and I pitched it on Monday, and we had money in the account by Friday to do a show for Comedy Central. And it was the greatest scam ever. And we shot. I've got no windows. Yeah, I don't know. We just found it. Yeah. Is that the original expedition? See ya.
That's some funny shit.
So anyway.
He didn't buy your shit.
He didn't buy my shit.
So what happened to these shows?
Comedy Central aired them at like 8 in the morning on Saturdays and just burned them off. The woman, Debbie Liebling, that greenlighted it, got fired right after she ordered them up. And so they never paid attention to us. They never promoted it.
They just got rid of them, yeah.
Despite the fact they had Bill Murray on their network, they never advertised it or anything. But, whatever. It was a lot of fun to do. We got to meet Johnny Cash on the last one. Last one we brought all the writers down, and we went to Jamaica, and it was so good, so much fun. But to congratulate us at the end of every shoot, we would play one round of golf with the brothers and kind of talk about how the episode went and whatnot. And so we tee off, and strangely enough, all 4 balls in the fairway, and this lady comes down in a golf cart, tall woman, like 6 foot, comes down and said, "Johnny'd like to talk to you boys." And she points up on the hill, and Johnny Cash is standing up on the top of the hill. And we went up and drank iced tea with Johnny Cash for about 2.5 hours and just laughed our asses off.
Oh, my goodness.
And my brother and Johnny and I got to go back a few days later, and we go back to the top of Cinnamon Hill where Johnny Cash had this beautiful house, and we're met by the nutritionist. And the nutritionist gets a martini, and we're there kind of waiting, and all of a sudden at the top of the stairs appears Johnny Cash, all in black, casual, but all in black, and June Carter Cash wearing like this white Indian beaded dress, phenomenal. And they come down and they kind of pose at the top of the stairs, and they make their way down the stairway. We say hello, and we sit down at the table, and next thing you know, I've got June on one hand and Johnny on the other hand, looking across at my brother John, and we're in Jamaica, so we're a little baked, and we'd say grace with Johnny Cash, and Lord, good Lord, thank you for all the blessings we've had in our life, to all the great friends you bestowed upon us, and to our new friends. We thank you. And so he goes to pour us some wine. The boys, I think you're going to really like this. I don't drink anymore, but I think you're really going to like this bottle. Just let me have a taste of that. So we have some wine, we have a fabulous dinner, and Johnny Cash gets up and walks about 4 feet away and picks up a guitar and sings "Walk the Line."
Get the fuck out of here.
As far away as that audience from us.
Wow.
And goosebumps everywhere. So then she gets up, and the two of them do a gospel song, again, that far away, and we're still just freaking out. So then Johnny says, they've been getting ready for my obituary for about 20 years. Well, they're airing a thing on CBS Sunday morning about my life. Would you guys like to watch that? Yeah, Johnny, we'd like to watch that. So
next to you?
Here, sitting next to Johnny Cash, watching a retrospective.
Oh, but can't we just sit there
on his life,
looking?
And at one point the guy says, "A lifetime ravaged by drugs and alcohol," and I get a look from Johnny Cash, like, just killed him. It was so good.
Hats and Minigolf will be right back after this brief word from our sponsor.
Hi, friends. Goldie Wilson III for RentTheDeLorean.com. When my grandpa was mayor of Hill Valley, he could only dream of having a DeLorean time machine for one of his events. But now, you can rent the DeLorean for as little as $199.95. And you can even have me, Goldie Wilson III, at any of your events with the Golden Package. Remember, RentTheDeLorean.com.
I feel like my gardeners purposely blow all the leaves in the swimming pool. And so then you've got that to deal with.
That might be the most elitist thing I've heard somebody say. Don't you just hate it when your gardeners blow all the leaves in your swimming pool?
It's horrible. Well, I am my own pool guy.
Oh, okay, there you go.
We had a pool guy for a couple months when we first got the house, and my wife said, he's not good, and he's not good looking. You might as well do the pool. And I had to agree with her. But as a kid, I was a busboy, I was a caddy,
right.
I shoveled snow, I raked leaves, I mowed lawns. Kids don't do that anymore.
Yep.
And it's all those jobs that kids just aren't required to work anymore. Mm-hmm. Where, I don't know about you, when I was growing up, we all had jobs.
Snow shoveling.
We faked IDs so we could get jobs,
Well, because you wanted money to do shit, because your parents weren't going to give it to you. Yeah.
No, your parents weren't going to give you a dime, but now you got to give them the money and then drive them somewhere. Back in my day, you rode your bike.
Oh, what the fuck was that?
I don't know.
I definitely went under something. Well, I hope I have a muffler. I must have run over something.
I couldn't tell if it was an electrical shot or what.
All I know is that I shit my pants. That was the loudest thing. It was right under me.